Hi, I'm Joseph Brainkamp, and this is Average Joe Dividend Stocks. All right, before we get into my stock account, because that's what I do here, I go over my stock account every week. I was gone for 2 weeks for vacation. We took a road trip to Idaho. We went to Twin Falls, Boise, and then went up to Montana and came back through Yellowstone National Park. If you want to check that out, that's on our family YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description below. But first off, let's talk about the new stimulus checks. Uh, the new stimulus checks, from what I'm hearing, is they're definitely going to try to get a deal done before July 31st because that's the date the $600 unemployment ends. So they plan on extending it, but they talked about not being quite as much. Maybe it'll be $300 a week unemployment or whatever. But yeah, so they plan on getting a deal done like that. So it'll probably be mid-August, late August, and we'll start receiving our second round of stimulus checks. And so let's talk about this week or the 3 weeks since I was gone. So the market didn't really do nothing the 2 weeks I was gone on vacation, but this week at the end of the week it went up a lot. So the first $50 that I put in my account, I bought all NAT shares. I bought 11 of them at like $4.11. And then the second week I was on vacation, I put the $50 in there, but I didn't really buy any stocks. I didn't look at it, so I just kept the 50. And this week when I put my 50 in there again, it gave me 100. So I went ahead and bought one Qualcomm stock, and then I bought two NAT stocks. So it looks like it was a good move so far because after I bought both of those, they both went up pretty good. Qualcomm was still down for the day, but I bought it at like 91 something, and then the stock price went up to the 92s in there in that range on that Thursday when I bought it. Then I bought the NAT stocks at 411 again, just two of them, but bringing my cost basis down. And now I got a lot more shares to get that 20 cent dividend. The ex-dividend date's coming up at the end of the month or the end of August, so I'll be able to add a few more shares of that. So it's a 20 cent dividend per share, and that's pretty big for only being $4 stock. So I'm gonna add some more of them, bring my cost basis down a little bit. Like I said, I'm planning on holding NAT for until next year for sure, because they're making a lot of money right now. First quarter they made more money than they made all last year. Second quarter is coming up. It's supposed to be even bigger than the first quarter, so I'm really excited about that. Apple is going nuts for me. I'm almost up $1,000 on Apple, and I only have 9 shares. I started buying it before the crash, like in the 230 ranges, and I bought some at like 310, and then I bought some more at like 370 something. So my average cost basis is like 275, and the stock's almost $400 a share now. It's closing in on $400 a share, so I'm almost up $1,000 plus the dividend payments I've received, which is not that much because I only have 9 shares. But so I built up a decent position in there. That's my highest cost stock that I own. That's like my my big money stock for me since I only put $50 a week in. Then Whirlpool, since I bought it with my stimulus check, the first one, it's been doing really good. I wish the stimulus check would have came about a couple weeks earlier because the stock was a lot lower. Could have bought a lot more. One of the stocks I'm watching really close, the company's getting hit hard right now because of the coronavirus and everything, is Winds Resorts. I definitely want to buy some, but it was all the way down in the 30s at one point. It went back up in the hundreds, and now it's back down in the 70s. I'd really love to buy Wind Resorts, but we'll just see how it all plays out. If I'll have some extra money or something to throw in there to buy some. And then right now I'm just trying to build up the positions of the stocks I have. Like I really love Texas Roadhouse. I want to buy more shares of it. I want to get to about 15 where I have Foot Locker, about 15 shares. And then yeah, all the earnings is coming up at the end of this month, and after the earnings, then all the dividend payments will be coming out. So excited to start receiving dividend payments again. I'm just going to keep building up my stocks and try to get more and more dividends. Oh yeah, and Kraft Heinz is expected to have a good earnings this quarter because everybody bought a whole bunch of stuff from the stores during the virus, during the pandemic. So really excited about their earnings coming up. And the next time I receive dividend payments on Kraft Heinz, I will for sure have another free share. That'll put me up to 2 free shares. So I'll make $1.60 each share, and they're free shares. So like right now I'm up 200 and something, but you have to add 60 to that because I have a share in like 95% of a share. So I almost got 2 full free shares, and I'll be receiving dividend payments off of them over the years. And then I'm pretty excited about it because the stock got so beaten down. It was all the way down in the 20s at one point, and I'm hoping it does me good over the years, next 5 to 10 years, and build up as many shares as I can, get as many free shares from the dividends as I can. And then Carnival Cruise line, kind of stuck with it. I started buying it before the crash, and as it was going down, I kept buying more. I probably won't buy anymore unless it dips around the $10 range. Right now it's at 16, just because they keep having to delay when they're going to start cruising again. So who knows when they'll get back to being profitable. They took out a bunch of debt with high interest rates. So right now I'm just sitting on it. It got pretty close to breaking even. If it would have got there, even and under the circumstance that it was in, I would have sold all my shares at a like break even, just because the simple fact that I know they're not going to be profitable for a while. They got a bunch of debt, and the stock would have been overvalued in my eyes. But right now, it's back down. It didn't never reach that point, so I didn't sell them. I'm still holding them right now. And like I said, they don't pay a dividend. That was the whole reason why I bought them. They paid a $2 dividend at the time, so I really like it. I only received 1 dividend payment from them before they stopped paying dividends. And what else do we got? Foot Locker, I actually would like to add some more shares of it. It's staying right around the 28 range. I feel like their stock's gonna go back up after all this is over. And Texas Roadhouse, I already mentioned them. I really love them. While I was in Idaho, I seen Twin Falls. They had Texas Roadhouse coming soon. Then when we went to the Boise area, I seen a couple Texas Roadhouse over in that area. So I see that they're growing and they're everywhere. We got a couple in here in Missouri. It's really great food. I love the business. The CEO, I found out he donated his whole salary for the year for his employees, to pay his employees and stuff through this hard time. So I really like that move. The CEO, he shows that he cares about his people and his business. So that was a really heartwarming, good move by the CEO of Texas Roadhouse. Really enjoyed seeing that. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I got right now. The stock market didn't do much until Friday, and it went up kind of big Friday. It's getting me closer back to my all-time highs. A couple weeks ago, I hit 9,000, just over 9,000. So I'm at 8,800 again. Hoping for the second round of stimulus checks to come in, but I'm probably not going to put it in the stocks like I did last time. I got some stuff I want to do. I want to invest in my YouTube channels, like my family YouTube channel. I want to get a drone. A drone would be awesome. We do Nerf gun battles and stuff like that. If we could get a drone to track us while we were doing that, I think that would be really good footage. When we went to Idaho, we went to these waterfalls and stuff, I could have used the drone there. So probably going to buy stuff like that, like a laptop, drone, just invest in my YouTube channels a little more, because I know my YouTube channels, I'm trying to make my future. And then I'll be able to invest a lot more into the stock market. So, all right, I hope you all have a good week. I'll see you next week. Thank you.